be doing crochet. And to help us understand the art of crochet, in the past you would have thought crochet is to do with grandmas or aunties, but no, it's something really cool. And I'm truly excited to invite Rafida Anum Zainadin, founder and designer of MisFydKrafts. Thank you so much for coming on to Bella.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? Just before the show, I was looking at all the stuff and I couldn't help go, oh my God, so cute. Seriously, I didn't know crochet could be so wonderful, like in terms of making, what are all these?
Actually, these are
brooches. Wow.
And hairpins.
Because I see you have hair clips and then something so awesome. She made us a Bella flag. This beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Well, tell me, how did you get started into crochet?
Actually, I started crochet since I was in secondary school, where I learned it from my mother. So from then, I mean, I stopped for a while when I moved. I mean, studied in Japan, but then I started again when I came back.
Nice.
To Indonesia.
I think that's the thing we learn from our mums, right? Like, you learn crochet, I learn knitting, but it's still something quite good.
It's still needlework.
Needlework.
So, yeah, it's the same.
And a lot of something that I found out about you as well that I was really amazed by, that you're a full-time scientist. How does a crochet and being a scientist work hand in hand? I mean, that's interesting.
I just like doing new stuff. That's why I'm going into this type of hobby.
Where do you find the time to be a scientist?
And then weekend.
Nice one. Tell us a bit more about crochet. Like, a lot of people would think crochet is just like, you know, you do art on making someone like a picture, but in this sense, you've actually have 3D stuff. You have little shoes. Look at this. This is so Bella. Look at that with the bling bling. Awesome. So tell us, what will you be showing us today? Is it easy to do?
Yeah, it should be easy because this is just a basic stitch where you need to start off with, I mean, just a chain stitch actually. Crochet chain stitch.
So what will you be showing us? You'll be showing us?
Okay, I'm doing something like just a simple bracelet like this.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to show you just a simple chain stitch whereby you need to start with a slip knot. So how you want to do a slip knot is by, you have a strand of yarn. I mean, actually, you can use any type of yarn you have. Okay. So if you want to recycle any T-shirt, you can
do that as well?
Yeah.
Strip it out.
Something like this. This is actually from a jersey cloth. Knit cloth, and then I cut it into strips. So what you need is you take the shorter end of the yarn, and then to make a slip knot, you need to make a loop first, and then bring the loop to the on top of one of the yarn, and then you just pull this to make a knot. So this is called slip knot.
Slip knot.
So the characteristic of the slip knot is it is adjustable. So
I see. So you can actually adjust it.
So you can adjust it. Okay. So next we'll be doing the chain stitch. So what you need to do, this is finger crochet.
That's why I didn't know there was finger crochet.
Yeah, you don't need to use hooks. Normally you need to use like hooks like this, crochet. But for this, if you don't have any tools, you just can start off with, I mean, using your fingers and just any.
So if you're at home right now, you see an old T-shirt, cut it up, and then you can start trying it out. Nice.
So with the slip knot, so now you have to hold the yarn like something like this between
your fingers as your tools.
Okay, between your pinky and your ring finger, and then go over your index finger. Okay. So you have to hold the slip knot with your middle finger and thumb like this. Okay. So this is your working yarn. So what you need to do is to make one chain, you need to use your fingers. Some people use only one index finger to hook it through, but normally it's easier to use two. Okay, you just grab.
Unless you have really big fingers or something, then you have to use just one.
So you have to grab the working yarn and then just pull it through. Okay, so this is one chain. So you just have to continue.
So you keep working your way up?
Yep. You just keep working.
Using your fingers as your tools, so you don't need needles for this one.
But if you have needle, it will be, I mean, nicer stitches.
Do you think I could try that?
Yeah, sure.
I always have to put myself into this. Okay, wait, so I hold this up.
You have to hold the longer part of the yarn
on my
between
pinky,
your fingers.
Is that right? No. Yeah. And then?
And then over.
Over, there, and then?
Hold it between your middle finger and thumb on the bottom of the loop.
Like that?
Oh, no.
Wrong already.
You just hold this, and then you just
then I put through. Okay, this will take some practice, but so I put through and then I pull it up.
Yep.
Okay. I think if I was sitting at home with no pressure from TV, from the cameras and everything, I'll do much better than that. So okay, that's quite simple. So you just do it in motion and you keep going.
Yeah, keep going, and then until you have your desired length, making like something like bracelet, and then what you need to do is you need to stop. I mean, to fasten off the stitch. So what you need to do, you cut off the end, and then you just, with the loop, you just slip through the end.
To tighten it.
Yep.
So it's secure.
Yep.
And of course, anyone at home, if you want to recap on how you can actually do it, and then you can do it, watch it again, you can actually go to www.tonton.com.my. I might have to go and watch that as well, because I'll be like, how do you do this? But are you going to show us anything with the tools as well, like the needles?
Needles, okay.
But what sort? I've never seen needles like this. Has it changed over time?
No.
No?
They have different variety of sizes. You see this one?
I know. Wow.
The extra large.
I never knew that with crochet, that there's so many sizes. I know when I was doing knitting, there's different sizes as well. I actually have a half knitted scarf. Embarrassing, but yeah, it's things in the cupboards. I should continue.
Yeah.
I think I still know how to do it. But I think it's something fantastic you can do with your family, your kids. So for MisFydKrafts, what do you actually do there as well?
Actually,
do you have workshops or?
Not really. I sell off my items.
You just sell the items. So if anyone come today, anyone come and ask you, how do you actually make it? Because honestly, how long does it make to make these tiny little shoes? I mean, honestly, it's so cute. People at home, I hope you can actually see it. Look at that. Look at this little one. You can actually make it for your kids. It's good if you learn to make this sort of thing. Not only that, you can teach your daughter. Do you have boys? Do boys actually learn to do this, or it's more a girls thing? Yeah.
Yeah, they do have. I mean, because we have a small group of crafters in our Facebook groups and all those stuff. We do have a few male crochet.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever crocheted? Do people come in and say, "Oh, I want something for someone's birthday," and then you have to do you do special requests as well?
Yeah, I do custom work too. The weirdest, not really weirdest.
Not weirdest, but most different.
Difference. Mohawk beanie.
Mohawk beanie. Even I'm like, what's a mohawk beanie? How is that?
It's something like mohawk. I mean, I made a ear flap beanie, and then I just put yarn on top of it, like a mohawk.
Like a mohawk? Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, one of our producers was into beanies, Falik, but he's not into beanies anymore.
Okay.
I wonder if he would wear a beanie like that. That would be interesting. But other than that, so you sell all this. What other things besides, like the baby shoes and stuff?
Baby shoes, baby hats, beanies, accessories like this, bracelets, and all that stuff.
Do you do like portraits as well? Is it harder to do? Is it harder to do? Like, you know, obviously, you know, when you do it, does it take a lot of patience?
Yeah, of course. But compared to knitting, I prefer crochet because you can do like a lot of 3D projects, difference from knitting.
Yeah, that is true because, like I said, because it's what our moms have taught us. I do knitting. For me, I've never done crochet because I think my mom's mom taught her how to knit. But at the same time, like say 3D stuff. It's really interesting. Do you think it's an expensive hobby or it's something?
No, I don't think so. It's quite cheap because you just need a crochet hook and something to crochet with.
Show me with a needle. Like how would you actually use a needle for something like this?
So it's the same thing. I mean, you just need to do the slip knot first.
Or the same thing as well?
Yeah, the same thing. You change, your tool with a hook, okay? So
still that skill of getting it around the finger.
So this is the hook. So it's a replacement of your finger actually. Okay.
Does it make a difference for something like this?
The stitches will be a bit nicer.
So using tools will make it, was it neater, nicer, or more defined?
Yeah, more defined.
I see.
So something like this, you need to let it a bit smaller, the loop, and then you just yarn over, and then pull through.
So because when you do with your finger, you just pull it through, right?
Yes, it's the similar thing, just that you use a hook and or finger.
All right.
Okay, so you need to. This is the second chain, the third chain.
Nice. Do you think it's faster as well if you use the hook? You know what I like I said, I've never done crochet before, but what I liked about knitting is, you know, that accomplishment of seeing it get your yarn or your wool being created into something else. You know, you're actually seeing something grow, right? And it's quite therapeutic as well, don't you think?
Yes,
sitting down. It's not it's not an auntie or grandma thing to do, because at the end of the day, you make things instead of go buying maybe accessories. Of course, you can buy like these are really special and unique. You can actually make some yourself, or you can make some for your friends.
Yeah.
But the shoe one, wow. So look at that. So it's definitely much neater. Is that what you used?
This is for hand. I use my fingers.
But you can see the difference. Look.
Yeah.
It's much neater, tighter, and everything like that.
You need to do a bit of practice using this.
Yeah,
because,
I'm sure.
Yeah, the tension of the yarn and all those stuff. But by practice,
that's something nice. I can understand a little bit. Yeah, because even when you knit, there's the tension, the way you pull it out, and how you want your thing to look. That's very interesting. And the size of. But what would you use for this one? It's huge.
For making like rugs.
Rugs. Wow, so
you can use your old T-shirt or old cloth that you don't want, and you just cut it into strip, and then you just crochet a rug.
Tell me a bit about our Bella, this beautiful Bella plaque that you actually made for us. How did you do this one? Because this is really smaller, and you see.
Yeah, I just crochet using shiny yarn and crochet just this normal chain stitch, and then I just glue it on top of the
so you basically made this.
Yeah. And then it
was like this, what you did here, but it's much smaller. So it's something like this.
A smaller needle.
Smaller needle. Yeah. How tiny was that needle?
Something like this.
This is what I remember in crochet. I always remember it's needles like this. Really,
it depends
really
on
small,
your yarn size, actually.
So that's how you made this, and then you just put it. So this is quite simple in a way to do. Nice one. So we get to keep this, right? We get to keep it. Oh, nice one. And I think it's so appropriate because we'll be having our Bella Awards, which is coming up very soon.
That's good.
That feels like an award right there. So what else do people need to know when it comes to crochet? Is that this is the one I want to ask. Is there such thing as crocheting or crocheting?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. But people normally use it. But I don't think it's in the dictionary.
Maybe we should go back in the dictionary and find out whether there is.
But I don't think people normally use crochet. Or crocheting.
Yeah.
But people intend to use it. I mean, just because crochet is already, is a thing that you are doing.
Yeah, so, I think that people know what crochet is. Have you ever done knitting as well?
Yeah, I do. But I'm very slow with knitting.
It's 2 needles.
Yeah, it's 2 needles. Compared to crochet, 1 needle is faster for me.
Yeah. But the thing is, I wanted to ask you, especially when like tools like this, how would you know, depending on, let's say, the yarn like this?
The yarn size.
How would you know which needle goes for what? Or do you have to learn it, or do you have?
Actually, you can check the level of the yarn. Sometimes they do put what size of needle you should use for that type of yarn weight.
Nice one.
Yeah. And then the easiest way is you just check whether the hook can be completely, the yarn can hook completely with the yarn.
So that's the
Yeah, that is the easiest one.
That is easiest to check. If we can hook, then it's all good. So tell me a bit more. So you're the designer of MisFydKrafts. Where can people come to? How do they buy your stuff?
Normally, I sell my stuff online. So I have a blog called MisFydKrafts.blogspot.com, or you can go to my Facebook page.
Okay, and then they can go there.
They can, drop
they can also,
a PM.
if they want you to make custom make, but you already have ready-made stuff like that.
I normally all my stuff is normally made to order.
Nice.
So
especially those baby ones. How about it? Made to order? You just made this for display.
This is my sample actually.
When I have a kid, maybe I should work. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Bella. Like I said, I know I keep looking at those. Maybe it's time to have a baby. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Bella.
Thank you.